What is going on, my Super Sandwiches? Rhymestyle here, and today I'm bringing some Dragon Ball Super Chapter 8 manga spoilers. So before we get into the awesome, exciting new stuff, make sure you decide if you want to stick around or not, because we are going to go into details of the Chapter 8 leaks. So leave now if you want to. If not, stick around because we have some awesome stuff to talk about. First things first, big shout out to the Devil's Corpse from the Convention Forum for translating all this information. If it wasn't for you, we would have to wait a little bit longer to get information about this. But without further ado, let's talk about Chapter 8. Now before I start, I will point out that Chapter 8 is not fully translated yet. If you want to look it up yourself, I can't link it, but I can say that if you type it into Google, like Dragon Ball Super Chapter 8 manga, it may or may not pop up. That's about as much as I can say. But as of right now, I will tell you that it is not fully translated, but all the information that I'm going off of, I will link in the description below, and it is in the Convention Forum. So without further ado, let's talk about everything starting with Frost. As you guys already know, Frost is basically the Frieza race character in Universe 6. He apparently is the Emperor of Universe 6. The same way that Frieza is the Emperor of Universe 7, Frost is the equivalent in Universe 6. However, number one, he's hiding something, which is revealed in the character bio on the website. And two, according to Piccolo, he doesn't have any evil aura around him. There's something that's different about him, and as I kind of guessed it and kind of predicted, I feel like Frost is a good character as opposed to how Frieza is an asshole. Now, as far as what he's hiding, here's a question I'm going to ask you guys. What is Frost hiding? Comment it below. It's our chance to kind of speculate and see who can guess it. But my guess is, I believe that Frost is some way related to Frieza, like how what's the name? Beerus and Champa are brothers. I feel like Frost and Frieza are brothers, and unlike Frieza, Frost is like the opposite end of the spectrum, where he's a good guy. Maybe he got banished to Universe 6 because he was too good or something, and then basically he did good in Universe 6 and built it up, and somehow he's still the Emperor. I don't really know what that means, but my guess is that Frost is going to be Frieza's brother, and it's going to get revealed probably sometime in the future of the series. But before I continue, I will point out that Kabe has no idea who Frieza is. He's never heard of that name, so it's also a high possibility that I'm way off. But again, this is a chance to guess, so if you have a guess of what you think Frost is hiding, comment it in the comment section below. Speaking of Kabe, let's talk about Kabe. First things first, Kabe is a male. I've seen a lot of rumors and speculations that people were guessing that Kabe was going to be a girl, and it was a very unlikely rumor just because he looked like a guy from the start, but he is a guy, and he is wearing original Saiyan clothes. The outfit that we see him on is the original clothes the Saiyans used to wear before Frieza annexed the planet. So basically, this is like the purest of the Saiyans. The other cool thing is there is no Tails in Universe 6. It seems that all the Saiyans in Universe 6 evolved past it, which kind of makes you go back to Goten and Trunks, because we know they were born without tails, I think. I'm not really sure. But they never had tails. So I don't know if they were quote-unquote operated on later, off page or whatever, or if they were straight up born with no tails. It was never really clear what happened with them. But we do know in Universe 6 that Kabe and his Saiyans do not have tails because they evolved past it. Speaking of which, they don't live on planet Vegeta. Surprise, surprise. Turns out they live on a planet called Planet Salad, which is the original Saiyan planet, and it is destroyed in Universe 7. It seems that when the Saiyans became all evil and stuff, or I guess didn't become evil because they were always evil, when the Saiyans were basically always fighting, there was internal conflict which led them to destroy Planet Salad, and then they stole Planet Vegeta. And that's how Universe 7 happened. But in Universe 6, the Saiyans are actually good guys. They're so good, actually, that instead of being hired to steal planets, the Saiyans of Universe 6 get hired to fight evil, which is really, really cool. And with that said, they have the original planet, and it's called Planet Salad, and Vegeta himself wants to visit it. So I don't know if they plan on doing some kind of like extra arc with this, or if there's going to be any story around it. I saw a couple people speculating on Twitter whether or not we'll see more story around this, but I feel like just wanting to visit Planet Salad doesn't seem like arc material. Maybe it might be a side story or something. Maybe we might see Vegeta just popping there real fast at some point after the tournament, but I feel like we're not going to get an actual story around that. But it's still kind of cool to see that we have some origins of the Saiyans, more origins of the Saiyans, and it's cool to see Toriyama reveal that to us with, Chapter 8 and stuff. Well, Toriyama's the one who's doing Chapter 8, but remember, it's his story. Moving on to the test, the rest of the chapter focused around the exam that fighters have to pass in order to participate in the fight, and it was a 10-question test where it required at least a 50% to pass, meaning you have to get only 5 questions right to pass. Well, as a lot of us speculated and guessed, Majin Buu failed. He didn't just fail, he failed so badly that he didn't even spell his own name right, and he got frustrated because he never did this before. I mean, kind of as expected. And it's funny because a lot of people assume that, well, maybe maybe Majin Buu will pass after all. Maybe he's kind of smart in some way. No, Majin Buu is pretty much an idiot, and he passed the test. But at least he didn't eat it. I thought he was going to eat the test, so he's not that dumb. But it's interesting to see what's going to happen now, because now they're short one fighter, and Gohan is so far away. I mean, part of me believes that maybe, maybe Kibito or somebody will try to snap order real fast and grab Gohan and bring him to the tournament, because as we do know, after episode 27, he did ask Piccolo to train him again. But at the same time, this happened so soon after the defeat of Frieza that I feel like he's not ready to fight yet. So I wonder what's going to happen. I don't know if they're going to try to sub Gohan in, or if he's just going to show up, or if they're just going to go with 4 fighters. But I would love to see Gohan come back, especially after the amazing ending of episode 27, where he said, Piccolo, can you train me again? How many of you guys want to see Gohan in this tournament? Comment it below, and let's see what the Gohan fans are in terms of the standings of him joining the tournament. But yeah, Majin Buu failed the test. Excuse me, I just got really jumbled up on words. Majin Buu failed the test, and Goku just barely passed. Like, he got a 50%. And it's funny, as I'm looking at the manga panel of the part where he's taking the test, he looks so frustrated and annoyed. It was hilarious to see. He's an idiot. I mean, I assumed that he was going to, like, at least barely pass it, so I kind of expected that to happen, because Goku is an idiot. He's a fighter, he's not a genius. Complete opposite to Gohan, of course. But yeah, that's what happened to the test, and the rest of the manga chapter ends with the first fight. But before we start, let's talk about the fighting order. Beerus mentions that he wants Monaka to fight last. As far as Goku, Piccolo, and Vegeta, they're going to basically jump into the fight based on who wins Junkin, which is basically rock, paper, scissors. And the first fight starts with Botamo, the bear guy, versus Goku. And for the start, you just see, what's his face, Goku just kind of running around the whole time. Apparently he was too full from his food, and he's basically trying to run it off so he can get ready for the fight. And it seemed that he was completely in control of the fight. Like, Botamo looked like he was getting frustrated, but apparently, even though Champa himself says he underestimates Goku, and that Botamo is hiding a huge surprise, which is going to make this fight very, very unique in Chapter 9. So we have to unfortunately wait another month to see what the surprise actually is. But it's cool to see that he's hiding something. Oh, something else I'll point out. Magetta is not a robot. He is not a robot. He is a metal man. So now we can toss out the rumor out the window that apparently there's going to be a someone inside that robot, because I myself believe that, but looks like Magetta is a metal man. He's literally a metal man. And speaking of which, when we're talking about all these characters, I feel like every character does have something unique about them that's going to be the reason why they're going to be a threat to fight. I don't think they're necessarily all stronger than people like Goku, Vegeta, Monaka, for example, but I feel like it's their special unique abilities that's going to lead to them being a huge threat in the tournament. Like Champa even says, Botama has his own unique surprise, and as the fight ends in the final panel in the manga, he smirks, and it looks like he's about to do something crazy. So I don't know if it's going to be a transformation or what. If you have a guess of what Botama is going to do in Chapter 9, feel free to drop a comment below. But I feel like it's going to be a special power, something unique that makes it so he has the advantage against Goku. Now, I will point out that apparently his body is very, very slick, and I think what his special ability is going to be is, you know how in certain like animes and fighting games and stuff, there's those characters that are like oiled up, like Hakan, for example, from Street Fighter. If I said his name right, I forgot what his name was. He has like all the oil around him. I feel like what Botamo's special ability is going to be that slickness. So when Goku tries to hit him, he's going to like basically slip past him and stuff like that. I think that's going to be a special surprise and unique ability that's going to give him the advantage against Goku. But with that said, if you have your own thoughts on what Botamo's ability is, feel free to drop a comment below and let me know what you guys are thinking. Now, as far as the other characters, before I end this video, this is all the information from Chapter 8. I do want to toss out a couple more bits about the other characters. Heat apparently is very... I forgot what it says, but it was talking about how he is kind of a threat in terms of like he's dangerous. That's all it said. Heat is dangerous. Kabe is gentle. He's a gentle Saiyan. Again, he's a guy. He's a gentle Saiyan. As far as Magetta, like I said, he is a metal man. He's not a robot. He's a metal man. And then finally, who was the last character that I'm talking about? Botamo. Botamo is just very slick with very little hair. Now, again, I feel like because they said he's slick and hairless, it's going to be his special ability that's going to allow him to basically be so slick, it's going to be so hard to hit him and stuff like that in the actual fight. But I just want to kind of toss all that little bit of information out that was also released, well, not released with, because the chapter leaked this morning, but it was released this morning with the website about the characters and stuff like that. But what do you guys think? Who's excited about Chapter 8? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Now, I will point out that when the actual official chapter comes out in the next couple days with the translations and everything, I will do a full review on it. As of right now, I just grabbed all this information from Kazetsu's forum. As I said, the Devil Corpse, big shout out to Devil Corpse for translating all the information that was released in the Korean leak. And then when the actual leak comes out, the Japanese version with the English translation, I will talk about it. You know, I'll probably post a link on my Twitter so you can read it yourself, so we can have a better understanding of what's happening. So if you follow me on Twitter at Rhymestyle, which I'll link in all my videos in the description below, I will let you guys know when that chapter is up. But for now, this is all the information we have for Universe 6 versus Universe 7, the Champa versus Beerus tournament, and I'm excited. So yeah. Anyway, so let me know what you're thinking, your thoughts are. Are you excited, not excited? If you have any theories of your own speculations based on stuff that I said, feel free to drop it in the comment section below. But other than that, if you enjoyed today's video, make sure you punch that like button right in the face. And let's keep waiting, guys. It's a lot of exciting stuff, and I cannot wait to see what Toriyama has in store for the Dragon Ball fans with this next story that's officially about to start in the anime on January 24th. So yeah. Anyway, so I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. My name is Rhymestyle, and I will see all you awesome Super Saiyans in the comment section below. Peace!